Emily's quest to save Wonderland. Once upon a time in the magical land of Wonderland, there lived a young girl named Emily. Emily was 6 years old and loved to read books. Every night before bed, she would get lost in stories of adventures and heroes. She often dreamed of going on an adventure of her own, and little did she know, her wish was about to come true. In a cozy cottage nearby lived her best friend, Alice. Alice was known far and wide for her love of chocolate cake and her unwavering honesty. Alice had a fluffy bunny friend named Bobby, who was always by her side. Together, they spent their days exploring the wonders of Wonderland. One sunny morning, as Emily was reading her favorite book, she heard a knock on her door. It was Alice and Bobby, looking quite worried. "Emily, we need your help," pleaded Alice. "The Wicked Witch is up to no good again. She's cast a spell over Wonderland, and everything is turning dark and gloomy. We need to stop her." Emily was both excited and scared. She had read many stories about witches and their evil doings. But Alice and Bobby needed her, and she couldn't let them down. "Don't worry, Alice," Emily said bravely. "We'll save Wonderland together." The three friends set off on their adventure, determined to find the Wicked Witch and break her spell. They trekked through the lush green meadows, crossed sparkling rivers, and climbed towering hills. The journey was long and challenging, but with each step, their friendship grew stronger. After what seemed like days, they reached the entrance of a dark and eerie forest. The trees were tall and twisted, and the air was filled with a sense of foreboding. "This must be the place," said Bobby, his little nose twitching with fear. "The Wicked Witch's lair is somewhere in this forest." "We'll need to be very careful," Alice warned. "The Wicked Witch is cunning and powerful." As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered various obstacles. They had to cross a river of fire, solve riddles from talking trees, and navigate through a maze of thorns. But with their combined skills and determination, they overcame every challenge. Finally, they reached a clearing, and there stood the Wicked Witch's lair. It was a tall, menacing tower surrounded by dark clouds. "This is it," said Emily, feeling a mix of fear and excitement. "We're going to face the Wicked Witch." They approached the tower cautiously and found themselves at the entrance. The door creaked open, and inside, they saw the Wicked Witch sitting on her throne. Well, the Wicked Witch sneered, her eyes gleaming with malice. "What do we have here? 3 little heroes trying to save Wonderland. How amusing. We're not afraid of you," Emily declared, her voice steady. "We're going to stop you and save Wonderland." The Wicked Witch cackled. "You think you can stop me? I'm the most powerful being in Wonderland." Alice stepped forward. "We may be small, but we have something you'll never understand: honesty and friendship." The Wicked Witch laughed even harder. "Honesty? Friendship? Those are just words. Power is all that matters." With a flick of her wrist, the Wicked Witch cast a spell, and dark shadows began to swirl around Emily, Alice, and Bobby. But Emily wasn't afraid. She remembered all the stories she had read and the lessons she had learned. She knew that honesty and bravery could overcome any evil. "Alice, tell her the truth," Emily urged. Alice nodded and took a deep breath. "Wicked Witch, you may think that power is everything, but it's not. It's the love and trust we have for each other that make us strong. And we've been honest with you. Stop hurting Wonderland, and you can find peace too." The Wicked Witch paused, her expression unreadable. For a moment, it seemed like she might listen. But then she sneered and tightened her grip on her spell. "Enough," she shouted. "You will never defeat me." But at that moment, something amazing happened. Bobby the bunny, who had been quietly observing, stood tall and spoke. "I believe in honesty too. And I believe in my friends. You can cast all the spells you want, but you can't break the bond we share." With those words, a bright light erupted from Bobby, Alice, and Emily. The light grew stronger and stronger, pushing back the shadows cast by the Wicked Witch. "No! What is this?" the Wicked Witch screamed, trying to shield herself from the light. "It's the power of honesty and friendship," Emily said. "And it's stronger than any spell you can cast." The light filled the room, and with a final burst, it shattered the Wicked Witch's spell. The dark clouds lifted, and the tower transformed into a beautiful garden bathed in sunlight. The Wicked Witch fell to her knees, her powers drained. How did you do it?" she asked, bewildered. "We did it together," Emily said, helping the Wicked Witch to her feet. "And now, you have a chance to change. You can choose to be honest and kind." The Wicked Witch looked around, seeing the beauty that had replaced her dark magic. She felt a warmth in her heart that she hadn't felt in a long time. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's time for a change." With smiles on their faces, Emily, Alice, and Bobby left the garden, knowing they had not only saved Wonderland but had also given the Wicked Witch a chance at redemption. As they made their way home, Emily felt a sense of accomplishment and pride. She had gone on an adventure, faced her fears, and learned the true power of honesty and friendship. That night, as Emily lay in bed, she thought about her incredible journey. She knew that no matter what challenges she faced in the future, she would always have the strength and courage to overcome them, as long as she stayed true to herself and her friends. And as she drifted off to sleep, she dreamed of more adventures, knowing that in Wonderland, anything was possible.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot, click the link in the video description to create your own story.